Hey y'all, I'm back with another video.
Ah, you're big time now.
And in this video, I will be reviewing and giving my commentary on the movie Clockers. This movie came out in 1995. This was my first time watching this movie, and this will be my last time watching this movie. But I'm gonna go ahead, break it down to y'all. I'm gonna start this off with this. Spike Lee. Had I known this was a Spike Lee joint, I probably wouldn't have agreed to watching this movie. I'm not gonna lie. Spike Lee movies, for some reason, they just do too much. And this movie really did the most when it came on. Whole opening credit shows you people with gunshots to the head, to the chest, people shot hanging over balconies. Like, it's very graphic, gruesome, blood. These are actual dead people. Like, these are real people that have been shot and killed. And this is the whole opening credits. This is all you see. The music is so dramatic, melodramatic. I'm sitting here looking at this like, how am I going to finish this movie? Because one, I don't like hearing gunshots. I don't like seeing people laid out on the ground. I don't like none of that. So this whole opening credits got me like this. And I'm just like, I can't finish this movie. I can't finish this movie. So I'm like, I got past the credits. I'm like, okay, it ain't gonna be all, bang, bang, shooting, all this stuff. But after watching the credits, I was literally tense the whole time. Because I'm like, dang, somebody finna get shot. Somebody finna get shot. This is what this movie about. So I was like, all right, okay, cool. I can get through the movie. I can keep going. Then, this is where the movie actually picks up. So, so the plot of the movie is the main character, who is played by Mekhi Phifer. He is told by his big boss man, I guess, if that's what you want to call him, the person who is over him in the drug gang, whose name is Rodney. So Rodney tells him, I need you to kill old dude because he a liar, he a cheat, and all of this. And Strike is like, what, you want me to kill him? He like, well, if you kill him, I, get you off the benches. Because Strike is like, I don't want to be one of the bench boys. I want to do something else. Why you let him go work here and don't let me work here? And Rodney giving him this story like, you like my son, and I had a dream that you were my ace, my right-hand man, or some bull crap he was selling him to convince him that he needed him to kill old dude for whatever reason. So I'm getting to this part. They don't show us who kills this man, but they show us the dead body vividly. Like, I believe I wrote it down. I think it said he was shot in the hand, he was shot in the mouth, he was shot in the stomach, and I believe he was shot in the head. And they showed all of that. But the whole plot of the movie is pretty much this detective trying to crack the case of who killed old dude. And as the story unfolds, they want us to believe that Strike did it because Strike was asked to do it. But Strike, so he had a conversation with his brother Victor at the bar, telling him, like, he told him some story about how he was a woman beater and he don't need to be around and all this stuff. And his brother was like, all right, I have somebody handle it. And they show us Strike having a gun out in front of old dude that gets killed, but they didn't show us him killing him. So that led me to believe he didn't actually kill him because they didn't show us him killing him. But they also led us to believe that Strike killed him and his older brother was taking the rap for him, And the whole movie, as the detective was investigating the story, they painted a picture that the older brother was like this stand-up citizen, perfect, got a wife and kids, worked 2 jobs, tired, overworked black man, as most black men are in America and stuff like that. So we was led to believe like, dang, Strike ain't shit. He just pretty much just gonna let his brother take the rap for him. He went and asked him to do this for him and he did it, la la la, or he didn't do it. So this whole time we was led to believe that the brother didn't actually kill. This was his name, Daryl, in the movie. Now, I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. I'm gonna touch on some topics in the movie. So within this movie, it kind of looked like a documentary. And when it came on, it said it was like based on a story by somebody. So I guess, I don't know if this was trying to be like based on a true story or if it was created from a screenplay or what. But the way it was filmed when it first came on, it looked more of like a documentary style, like the way the camera looks. So I guess that could be a Spike Lee thing, because Do the Right Thing looked like that too. And a lot of his movies be looking the same in that like documentary style type. So I guess it could just be a Spike Lee thing, or they did it for a reason so that it could actually feel like real life. And another thing that I want to point out, I believe Spike Lee displayed those gruesome shootings and bullet wounds to literally make you uncomfortable. And if that was his goal, he accomplished that, because I was uncomfortable as fuck watching that whole movie and I was on edge. Just like somebody else gonna get shot. I don't want to see another bullet wound. I don't want to see no more blood. Like, I was literally on edge. And I think he did that on purpose, because it's uncomfortable to see people get killed. So it's not right that people is dying left and right from gun violence. It's not right that they were serving crack, probably still is, serving crack to these poor communities and trying to come up off of it, but they know it's trash. Like Rodney said at one point, like, once you get one hit, one taste of it, you addicted, you acting like this, you will sell your baby and all this stuff. And he was like, Strike, that's why I don't ever want you to try that stuff, la 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 la. He was like, but I got the best product in the world. Meaning, he's not gonna stop selling it even though it's doing all of this harm to the neighborhood, because it's making him some money, which is really messed up. And I think that was another one of the messages that was in this movie. Like, drug dealers and all of this stuff, they understand what it's doing to the community. They don't want none of their people messing with it. They don't want none of their people doing the drugs. But they gonna still continue to serve it because it's making them money. That's so selfish. That's really sad. That's really sick. Like, you don't have enough care in the world for humanity. You don't care that they killing themselves. You don't care that they pregnant, smoking crack pipes. Like, you don't care because you're making money. That's sick. And another thing that really blew me about this movie was they was trying to show these dynamics. Like, they had these different dynamics of good influences and bad influences. That police officer, Andre, was like a good influence. He said he had knew Strike when he was little. He was like, I thought you was going to be better. You know, you can do this. You went to trains. You don't have to go this route. You can stop doing all of this. I wanted more for you. Like, he was a good role model in his life, but he failed. And then Strike has this other role model, Rodney, you got him selling drugs and dealing drugs and all this stuff, and introduced him to this life, got him killing people, for God's sakes. And what really hurt me was to see Strike struggle with the same situation with the little boy Tyrone. Like, for a minute, I thought he was, gonna take him under his wing, teach him how not to do the stuff. But they had a whole scene where he was like introducing him to the drugs and telling him not to do them, but telling him that's the best way to make money is selling it. And then he pulled the gun out to, show intimidation to scare the little boy. Like, if you ever do this, I'll shoot you. And it was just like cringeworthy, because I wanted that relationship to be a healthy relationship. And I understand why Tyrone's mom was so mad that, like, don't be buying my son stuff. Don't be taking my son to get no haircuts. Don't let my son hang out with you. You're not a good role model, bro. And that showed clear as day within this movie. and it was too late. He was trying to stay away from him, but at that point it was too late. Tyrone got a hold of Strike's gun and killed somebody. Granted, he killed dude at the right time in favor of Strike because he was trying to kill Strike, but now he 12 years old and killed somebody because of your influence. You took him to your crib, you showed him where that gun was, he took it on accident, now he didn't kill somebody. And I think that was another one of the messages too. I really don't appreciate how you know what you're doing is wrong, but you still would encourage a young person to do this, but you want to say stay in school. That's hypocrite. Like that's a contradiction. Like, do you want me to go to school or do you want me to stay at work? Like, I'm not understanding what the message is here. And for him to like cut him off how he did, he was so rude and disrespectful. Like, I feel like had he taken the time and had the conversation with Tyrone, like, we can't hang out, we can't kick it. I'm an adult. I do bad things. I don't want to influence you to do these things. So I want us to keep a distance from each other. Maybe he would have actually got the gun back. When I saw the way he was holding that bag, he like, go play with your toys. I'm like, that's a gun. He got that gun. And then I'm like, oh Lord, he finna shoot old dude with this gun. Like, I seen it coming. I was just like, no, no, no. And then bam, it happened. That was jacked up. But to piggyback off of that, the same detective that was looking into the Strike's case and his brother's case, he helped Tyrone come up with a lie to cover up so that he don't go to jail, saying that it was like self-defense and all of this stuff. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, why he helping him when he really don't care? Because Strike asked him, like, now that you helped me, get away or, escape, just let me know why you cared that much. Usually y'all don't care when us brothers kill each other. Y'all just, let it fly by. But you were so invested in this. He said something like, a brother a lie, y'all don't believe it. A brother tell the truth, y'all still don't believe it. What's up with that? And the cop didn't give him a straight answer. He was just pretty much telling him, like, if I see you again, then I'm going to have you like this. I'm going to send you to jail. And I'm going to do all this other. And that's a very valid question. Why do you care so much? You usually don't care, but in this case, you do care because you feel like you're getting played. Like, I think that's another thing, too, with police officers and detectives. Like, y'all be so involved with these other people's lives that you want him to go to jail so bad for something we found out he really didn't do. Whole time, the brother actually killed the man. And he confessed. At the very beginning of this movie, he confessed and said he did it. The cop didn't believe him, had us not believing it. We believing that Strike did it when Strike really ain't do it. So you cared this much to prove that this man did not do something that he actually did, that he admitted to try to lock up this other dude because he has a more criminal background. What's up with that? Profiling. The Victor couldn't have possibly did it because all of these people say he's such a great person. That one day, he lost it. He lost control. His brother came in and told him something about it. He was drunk. He wasn't feeling himself. He killed the man. But y'all didn't believe that because he's this picture of perfect, everything. But you would have believed it had Strike did it because he sell drugs. He a corner boy. Another thing that this movie touched on was like health issues, like not going to the doctor and not getting yourself checked out. This entire movie, up until he went to the doctor, Strike was drinking a chocolate mousse. And I had noticed it. I'm like, why is he steady drinking this chocolate mousse? And why are they, like zooming in on it and making like making this such an important thing? And I tried to Google it. What happened with chocolate mousse in the 90s? I couldn't find anything. But he was coughing up blood and stuff. And everybody kept saying it's probably from that mousse you drinking and all of this stuff. And I think that just goes to show that what they serve the community. He probably was under the impression that he was drinking something healthy, something good for him. But that's bull crap. Chocolate moo milk, I heard of those, but I've never drinking one in my life. You won't catch me, especially after seeing him throw up blood and spit up blood. When I tell y'all, I was sitting there seeing him throw up that blood, like my stomach was hurting, as if I was about to throw up blood too. Like, that's how graphic and disgusting it was. Like, it was making me sick to my stomach. This entire movie was making me sick to my stomach, like literally. Like, I could have went my whole life without seeing this movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It was something good to document, not good to document, but it was like, the movie was worth making, I guess, but I would never watch it again. I wouldn't suggest it to anybody. It's not a movie that it's like, oh, that's a good movie, I'd watch that again. Nope. I was not entertained. I was disgusted. I'm traumatized. I hope I don't see dead bodies when I'm asleep tonight, because those bullet wounds and stuff and that blood, it was real graphic, y'all. Like, I'm gonna have to watch something else before I go to bed just to clear that out of my mind. And I'm 100% serious with y'all right now. I am not kidding. This is no joke. I will never watch that movie again. I will never suggest that movie to anybody. Now, it was a lot of little tidbits in this movie. I won't touch upon all of them. I just said I wouldn't suggest nobody to watch this movie, but if you're curious to see what I'm talking about and you like gruesome stuff and you like Spike Lee movies, by all means, look up the movie. It's called Clockers. And what clockers are, they're hustlers. Clocking equals hustling. I didn't finish my thought. But yeah, he never went to the doctor. He been having stomach issues for the longest. He never went to the doctor until he damn near passed out from blood. Like, why do we do that? People will wait until they're literally about to die before they go to the hospital. Like, why? Everybody's been telling him, go get that checked out. Stop drinking that chocolate milk. Go to the doctor. La, 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 la. He never did until it was too late. And they prescribed him something, and I think he did stop drinking that. Like, after he went to the doctor, he didn't drink no more of that. But still, that was something, that was an important message that they brought up too. Like, black people or people, period, will literally be sick and not go to the doctor. Just not go. Dude, you're literally throwing up blood. Go to the doctor. Like, what's the issue? This is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna close out this video. I did not expect for Strike to get away. I really swore up and down as I'm watching this, I was just waiting for this man to die. But he finally got on a train and he got away. So that was one good thing that happened in the movie. He got away. Yep, he got away. That's not the last thing I'm gonna say. And with the brother, Victor, right when the police were about to try to, get Strike for killing old dude, because Strike's a terrible liar, just tell the truth. You didn't even do it. Like, why you can't keep it straight? Tell a straight story if you're gonna be lying. Be consistent with it. He didn't even have to lie. You didn't do it. Comes to find out, Victor actually did it. He told his mom he was not feeling himself and he was gonna do something bad. He did. He came home, was thrown up all night. The next day, he felt paralyzed to his legs because he was like sick from what he had done. And his mama came and, expressed that to the police officer. So Strike got off from it. And they got the brother bailed. But it's just like, wow. Wow. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I don't know. Yeah. Y'all. This movie, it wasn't a horrible movie, but it's just not my cup of tea. This is not my genre of movies. Anything involving guns, shooting, bullet holes, blood, yeah, not my thing. I'm a rom-com, comedy, drama type of girl. But this movie was suggested. I said I would do it, so I did it. I almost backed out, but I kept going. I finished the movie, so I hope you like this review. I hope I did you some justice. I hope I touched upon the points you thought I would. And if I didn't, we can discuss in the comments, because this movie just got me like, I don't know. But yeah, that's it, y'all. I'm out.